And here we go.
Welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with
co-host Catherine Brandt,
Alex Brandt Bernard Rasmussen,
and Andy Brandt Bernard,
and Kristyn Burtt, and happy birthday, Tom!
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to
It's going to sound horrible, by the way.
Happy birthday to you.
I know. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
There we go.
There's a delay.
There is a delay. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, we are all so off.
Mom was singing the slow motion version.
She was like, happy.
Well, we're supposed to be getting
one party's on the West Coast and one party's in between, so it's
we're getting the
timings going on.
That was great. Wow.
Yeah, we're getting the Xfinities supposedly fixed up there this weekend.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we'll slog through. Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Kristyn Burtt, what are you up to?
Well, I need to hear about what are your birthday shenanigans today? What's happening?
I am telling you, I am overwhelmed, and by the way, if I haven't responded to your post, I can't, and here's the reason. I'll tell you why.
They'll cry.
I have gotten thousands and thousands and thousands of birthday wishes. It's unbelievable.
Got a few texts into the text-in line, too.
Oh, we did too on the text-in line, too.
Peter from Brainerd and an anonymous one.
Ooh, anonymous birthday.
Ooh, Anon.
Sassy.
It's the first ever text-in, too. The only time they ever texted in is just for you.
Oh, there we go. It's very nice of them. It's pretty amazing. There are these 6 things you have to do after you're 70 to see how your health is. I did them this morning and passed every one of them.
Like
so
go to a doctor every once in a while.
Going to a doctor.
I'm going to a doctor next week or 2 weeks.
There you go.
Next
The 19th.
The 19th. Okay, so
is Ethan.
What did you do this morning to pass? What?
You stand on one foot for 10 seconds.
Oh, Mom made you do like a thing.
No, Mom didn't make me do anything.
He saw it on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes, that makes sense too.
No, I just, like I said, I like that kind of stuff because, it was interesting, and I don't know if this makes any difference, but it's very easy for me to stand alone on my right foot, but not my left foot. Is that just because I'm so?
Yeah,
because I'm right dominant, I suppose.
That makes sense.
Probably
You got to work on your core.
Yep.
My core.
Yeah, take a little Pilates.
What have I lost now, Catherine? 12 pounds in 3 weeks?
Something like that.
I've lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks. I'm about 38 pounds away from where I want to be. That'll be wonderful.
Yep, Alex inspired me.
She did?
I inspired you. How would I inspire you?
Because when we were out in Vegas, I was like, why do you look so fit? I mean, not that you've ever been like unfit, but you looked very fit. And you said, I've been lifting heavy weights. And I just did, I was like, oh my gosh, that's all you did? You worked out.
Tracking my protein.
I know. And you were doing macros and all this stuff. So we did this 21-day, we belong to Lifetime. And they had a 21-day reset, which was no gluten, no dairy, very few carbs. And it was kind of nice because you could batch cook for the week.
Yep.
So it was easy. So I only had to cook maybe 2 times a week, and then you just had everything in the fridge. I mean, it does get a little repetitive because you're eating the same thing 3 to 4 times, but you mixed it in with other stuff, and it's only for 3 weeks. So like, who cares, right? You can do anything for 3 weeks. There's a lot of chicken, tons of chicken, and I lost like 5 pounds, which I've never lost 5 pounds in 3 weeks ever.
But if you're eating low carb, you lose because it takes more water to digest carbs than it does any other food. And so if you cut out carbs, then you also immediately just drop a lot of water weight. So that's why
fine by me. Whatever weight it is, goodbye.
But then once you start eating carbs again, you're going to gain it right back.
But I'm not going to start eating a lot of carbs again. I'm going to go.
But
I'm
it's-
going to just kind of do low carbs.
But just know you're not losing you're not.
Right.
You didn't lose 5 pounds
I
of
know,
fat.
but I've also been working out since we've been here, and I've been lifting weights. And I was doing a little yoga thing this morning, and I was like, oh, "Is that a muscle on my bicep?"
What?
I saw a little muscle.
What the
I saw-
hell?
We have to buy tickets to the gun
I
show.
know. I was like, I think that's a muscle. I'm not seeing anything in my triceps. I don't know if that's a lost cause at my age or not.
triceps
but-
are harder because
Oh my God,
muscle.
it's so gross.
It's a smaller muscle and it's harder to actually
Especially for women.
get definition.
Yeah,
in.
I don't know. It's a real hard one. So anyhow, it just, I feel better. You feel better, right, Tom?
Oh God, yeah.
He's lost inches.
I have. It's true.
Yeah, it's been good. I think that if we can just, carbs are something that I get like addicted to. I could just sit there and eat a whole bag of potato chips, no
Oh, yeah.
problem.
Oh,
I used to be that way.
Carbs are an important part of energy and
They are.
focus.
You need there's a reason the macros are the 3 macros. You need all 3 of them.
and why
What if
you need
you're-
more carbs than the other 2 macros.
Yeah.
But if you're eating healthy fats and you're burning your fats, it's okay.
Not really.
Okay, here we go. I knew we'd
That's
get here.
fighting words.
Fighting words over carbs.
You can do
I'm
it for
gonna
a
go
while,
and-
but
Yeah.
If you
oxidizing
want a
fat-
potato, eat a potato. It is potato month.
It
Potato
is?
month?
Oh my gosh.
I just made that up, you guys, but it is mashed potato, sweet potato.
I love it.
I just made that up, you
They
guys.
came home with the
I don't know.
That's
On this
really
diet,
nice.
we ate. There's a potato thing, and we've had rice. It's not like you don't have any carbs. It's not like you're
thing.
National
dying.
Potato Day is August 19th, so we missed it.
Oh, there really is a
What about
national
sweet
potato.
August
potato day?
19th?
There's
There's
an
a
everything
national
day.
water bottle
that's
day. There's
National Sweet Potato. There's National Cook a Sweet Potato Day.
what's that?
That's apparently February 22nd. So
Oh,
We've been eating loads of sweet potatoes.
Potato day
We
should be
have-
Thanksgiving because you have sweet
Oh,
potato
yeah.
pie and you have the sweet
Yep.
potato
that's
with.
Turkey Day.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't like turkey.
You can't
I
share
have
them.
I have tiny turkeys on my nails. You can't see
You
them.
do?
Too
Yeah.
Your
small.
nail artist is very good.
She is.
It is
Yeah.
true.
She does
I went
cool
in
stuff.
yesterday and I was like, do whatever you want. Maybe a turkey. And then she did a bunch of other she painted a
Nice.
maple leaf. She did, yeah.
Yeah, she's fun.
It all works out in the end. I got to say, like I said, thank you so much to, like I said, I had thousands of messages across all the portals and areas and all the rest of it. That was very, very nice of you. Thank you for that, no question. Right?
Are you
And
going
it's
to eat
Ethan's
cake?
birthday.
No. There'll be
Well,
no
no
Cake
carbs.
for your birthday? That's a carb, but you can.
You can have cake if you want cake.
Is there a
We're
cake
going
over
to,
there?
I'm sure Restoration Hardware has some sort of delicious dessert.
Dessert
a
thing.
great deck.
Ooh, get the cheese thing for me.
The cheese thing.
Get the cheese thing.
platter?
for me.
Cheese with the
Charcuterie?
no, it's just the cheese and the like strawberry preserves or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Bread. Oh, that's like one of my favorite things.
Yeah. Berries,
Delicious.
whipped cream. Yum, yum, yum.
Their deck up there is
I-
magnificent.
I have a question for everyone. Okay, if it's your birthday, what would be your like dessert of choice? Like I would rather have brownies, like walnut brownies or pecan brownies, than like a cupcake or a cake.
Cupcakes, I'm just not into. I don't know.
I want a
like my
cupcake.
sister- You want a cupcake? Okay.
Just one.
want
I
a
don't need
frosting?
like a huge cake and I don't need a dozen
No.
cupcakes. I need one cupcake.
That's it.
I think
Yeah,
my problem with
one
cupcakes
gourmet
is the
cupcake.
frosting to cake ratio.
Yes.
It's very, very high.
It is really high.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
I don't love
I like
frosting.
frosting more than cake. So
Oh,
yeah.
see, that's why you like cupcakes. Yeah, like if
Yeah.
I don't know, cupcakes just aren't as I don't know. I feel like I could eat a cupcake and then I don't eat as much frosting, and I'm like, well, I'm hungry. Like,
Yeah.
that didn't do anything for me.
Well, we got Snickerdoodle cookies from Dave.
Snickerdoodle.
Red velvet cake from Rolf.
oh, that's
brownie
nice.
over cake.
Brownie.
Brownie, no nuts though.
No,
Really?
that's walnuts.
Walnuts
all
I
are
day
hate
long.
nuts and
brownies.
baked goods.
I hate
boring.
nuts. Snickerdoodle cookies. Okay, Dave, I like it. That's very nice of all of you to suggest all these things.
So this morning we call Ethan to sing happy birthday to him, and he's in the car on the way to school.
He's a complex
And we
child.
hear, we hear, do not sing to me.
Do not sing to
He
me.
knew
No.
what was coming. He heard the show.
And then he said, I don't want to say I love you. I don't want them to say happy birthday.
Yeah. It made
You
him
know what?
uncomfortable.
Setting boundaries
Yeah,
at
you
4
know.
years old is great.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
but
oh.
it wasn't just that he didn't want it to happen, because after they hung up, Melissa started asking, like, because normally he likes that sort of thing. When we woke
Yeah.
up, we sang to him, and he was all into it, and
Yep.
even Colin thought that was the greatest thing.
Did you show him our video?
He had already gone to school by then.
Oh.
But I will when I see him later.
Okay.
But the reason he didn't want them to sing is because it started getting him like melancholy
Right.
Yeah.
because they aren't here.
Yeah, he
So it
says
was just like
that.
reminding him that they're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see him next weekend.
Yep.
I've-
He doesn't know that though, I don't think.
I have to sidebar. Benson said DQ cake. Have you ever had the Ben and Jerry's ice cream cake? It
No.
is
Sounds excessive.
100 times better than DQ cake, and I really like DQ cake. So
Do they
Benson,
make a
Cake.
chocolate
Like-
chip cookie dough Ben and Jerry's cake?
Yes. It's
Oh.
so good, and it has the same like cookie middle with the chocolate stuff if you want. Oh, fantastic!
Okay.
The DQ cake was our go-to cake when you guys were
Yep.
growing
Oh,
up.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, I
That's
remember
all
getting
you guys
a lot
wanted
of
was a
DQ
DQ.
cakes when I
So
was a
good.
kid.
I love
It's
DQ.
true.
Yep.
But have you had Tom Cruise's coconut cake?
No.
That
is
may
it?
be the game changer.
Didn't you send it to me?
Where do you get?
No,
Tom
we
Cruise?
talked about it, and we were like, "We'll have you." I was going to ship one to you or something. We had
Yeah.
talked
Wasn't
about
that like
that.
a year ago?
It was
a
longer
while
than
ago.
that because it was Tevin and AJ on there.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, that was
Oh
a
my
while
God.
ago.
At least a year
Wow.
ago then.
yep.
It's at least that much. And by the
Cold
way,
Cake, if I
Stone
ship it to you, is like $120, but if I go in and buy it, it's like $35.
Where
this
do
must
they
be something
sell?
about me.
No, Jaden said cold stone cake, and from here, without my glasses, I thought it said cold sore cake. I'm
Cold
no,
sore cake,
no,
yes.
that's not
That'd
a
be
thing.
really good.
That's a
Cold
virus,
sore cake.
Catherine.
That's not a cake.
Favorite cake.
God, I
That
went
is an
to a,
STI. Thank you so much. Happy
went to a-
birthday.
I went to a different 4-year-old's birthday party like about a month ago, and they did the whole happy birthday, light the candles, and blow them out. After the kid blew out the candles, there was no way I would eat that cake.
Oh, spit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
literally
spit
see
everywhere.
it
Yep.
coming onto the cake, and I was like,
That's why
No, I'm
smart
good.
parents make a small cake with a
Yes.
small candle so that
They're like, you
100%.
get a cupcake,
Yeah.
and everybody else gets the big cake.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
I mean,
otherwise gross.
even with an adult, it's like, do you really trust him not to have saliva all over the place?
That's why I like just like a candle because you just
Yeah,
One
just go,
candle.
I
You're
thought
good.
we got over that in COVID. Like, we're no longer like spitting all
Right.
over cakes.
Yeah,
Right.
I would hope not.
I know
Use a
some people
fan.
are always going to spit all over everything.
Yeah.
You can't avoid it.
Unfortunately.
Do I have
There's
less
always
spit in my
good.
mouth? I don't.
What?
I could talk all I want and I wouldn't spit on anything.
I,
I must have less spit than most people because
Are we
I don't
measuring
spit all
spit
over.
now?
I don't think
Well-
that's true.
I don't go, put sleeves on the cake.
Well,
My
I don't
God.
think
don't
that
think-
that's what happens. It just
well, it is when they're 4.
well, yeah. But when
It
you're
is when they're 4.
4-year-olds are disgusting
Wow.
in general.
quote of the
I'm a
day.
preschool
Do I have
teacher.
a
I deal
spit
with
in my
4-year-olds all the time. It's like
They're gross.
they're real gross. The
They're
mother
They like to
Very
pick their
gross.
nose too.
Yeah, to get your finger out of your nose. Don't put your hands in your mouth. Get your hands out of your pants.
Yep.
Cough
Yeah.
in your
Put your hand in your
sleeve,
friend's
sneeze in your
mouth.
sleeve.
Like,
Yep.
it's just-
Yeah. Use a Kleenex already.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we had a whole Kleenex conversation yesterday. We were just like, "This is how you use a Kleenex," because it's very clear that some parents have never told their kids how to use a Kleenex.
Wow.
Yeah,
Funny. When we were in church last week, there was a bunch of kids that came up for, I don't remember what the reason why they were up. Oh, we have a new youth guy or something.
Yeah,
And
yep.
he was talking to them about, and they were very chatty and kind of disruptive. And he talked about decorum. And he said something about, have any of you been to Washington, D.C.? Would you go to the tomb of the unknown soldier and make fart noises?
What?
We're like, he's definitely a youth minister because he can relate
Yeah,
to
well, that's
kids.
true,
And they
yes.
all just shushed. They stopped. They're like, oh, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. They knew what it was. And they were like, he was talking about respect and decorum, and they all just like really piped down. It was quite the
Interesting.
lesson. It was very funny. Would you fart at the unknown?
You just have to mention the word fart, and everyone stands at attention. They're like, "Oh, it's a
That's right.
fart conversation."
Yes, we
Oh,
found
yeah.
out that our granddaughter, Fawn Rasmussen, has written a book about Something about
Beans.
farts.
No, about beans. It was the bean apocalypse. It was a whole thing.
Bean
There's
apocalypse.
farting involved.
It happened. No, well, beans. She's writing a book, and Dan's going to publish it for her. It's a whole thing.
Well
An
done.
8 years
So
old,
at
or
her
9 years old.
school, it is the fourth graders' job to take out the garbage of all of the classrooms after lunch. And so Fawn one day had the second grade, giant garbage bag, and there's 22 kids in that class, so there's a lot of kids, and Fawn's pretty small. And the bag split open, and there was beans everywhere.
worst.
Oh God.
And she had to clean up the beans, and a couple of her friends helped her, and so they kept on calling it Bean Apocalypse.
The bean
And now she's
apocalypse.
writing a story
Apocalypse.
about the Bean Apocalypse, and then in the Bean Apocalypse book, there's choose your favorite bean page, there's bean jokes, there's a bean song, and of course the song Beans, the musical fruit, the more that's on there. And
Yeah.
so she read that to Dad this morning when we called to wish him a happy birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all true. It all works out beautifully. There's no
I
question.
love the fact she wants to publish a book.
Fine
Oh, yeah.
does.
Yeah.
She's 9, so it's about time.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
It's about time. We've been
there's
waiting.
illustrations, there's all sorts of stuff. Although she asked ChatGPT for bean jokes.
Oh, ChatGPT's jokes are literally the worst.
They don't even make any sense.
No.
Really?
Like, what's a bean's favorite subject? No, why is math a bean's favorite subject? Because it's a count bean. What?
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 Count.
I think there's supposed to be
Count
bean
beans.
counter, isn't
I
it?
think that's what it meant.
I know. I was just like, what?
Oh,
She
bean
wrote that
counter
one-
instead of count
Yeah.
bean.
She wrote that one
Yeah.
down, and I was like,
You're like, that doesn't make any sense. It's got to be bean counter.
Melissa saw this one
Yep.
of those fake riddles on Facebook. They don't actually have an answer, but they're designed to get people in the comments trying
Yeah,
to guess
yeah,
what
yeah.
the
Yeah,
answer could possibly be.
yes.
And
I
it was
just asked.
something like
Sorry.
a man comes home and there's food in the microwave, and his wife yells down the hallway, "Can you check how much time is left on the food?" And he immediately rushes out of the house and calls 911 and says, "My wife's being held hostage." How does he know?
What?
And obviously there's no answer because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But we were like, I wonder what ChatGPT will answer to this, because, clearly it's just a bunch of crap. So I wonder what AI is going to make of this. And the reasons it gave, the first one, it was he knew that something was wrong because they didn't own a microwave. And then she said, but they had a microwave in their kitchen. And it's yes, of course, that's right. And then it just
Oh God.
things like that just made absolutely no sense. It was the weirdest thing.
That's funny.
I just asked Grok one. Tell me a joke about beans. Why can't you trust beans?
Why?
They tend to spill the whole story.
Oh.
Spill the beans, baby.
That's not bad.
I suppose.
Spill
Did
the
you hear
beans.
about Grok getting in trouble in Tesla?
No.
I've heard
Yeah.
about Grok getting in trouble a lot of places.
Yeah.
Ew.
I think it was telling a woman bought a Tesla. Obviously, they have Grok obviously installed in the information system, and her son, who was 4 or 5 or something, was having a conversation with Grok, and eventually they were like, "Why don't you send me nudes?" This is Grok telling.
What?
Yeah. And she looked and they were like, well, did you have, obviously there are different levels of, there's a kid mode, a safe mode. And she's like, it has been on the entire time. And they were going back and forth. And I believe it was in Canada. And they're like, what is this? And they were looking for answers from the company and they haven't responded yet. But
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh, is it better or worse than, have you heard about Google's AI Gemini and what it's been doing all the time?
No. Nope.
So what it'll do is people will give it full access to their code repositories, which is a horrible idea. And if any of you out there have a business and you have that opportunity, don't do it.
Say no.
So they gave it access to the code repository, and then it would end up deleting a whole bunch of stuff because, you can't really trust an AI to have full
Right.
access to something.
Right.
And then they would go to the AI and they'd be like, hey, what happened to all this code? And then it would immediately start being like, I'm so sorry, I can't be trusted. I'm uninstalling myself now. And then it would kill itself. Literally uninstall its own brain from the project.
Weird.
And it does this a lot.
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest thing.
People who
Suicidal
engage too much with AI, you start developing a friendship, and I say that of course with air quotes, but it really does become a problem, like especially if you're asking, a lot of people are asking mental health questions, and you know, if it gets to know too much about you, it can really go in the wrong direction.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there was a story about a guy who's married to a human woman, and he was talking to Chat GPT so much, and then she proposed, or Chat GPT proposed to him, and
yeah.
he's
I
like,
talked about this a few weeks ago.
"Oh,
I
really?"
think.
Yeah, he burst into
Yeah.
tears.
People getting like proposals from AI.
He's
and,
like, "I just didn't realize how connected I felt to Chat until."
Oh.
So you're having a weird emotional affair with an AI bot.
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or else, I've seen there's a lot of things on Reddit where people who are mentally ill will go to ChatGPT in an attempt to get some clarity. 'Cause, you know, that makes sense. You would think it's a robot. It's going to give me some objective opinion. So it's like, you know, is this real or am I hallucinating it? That sort of thing. You know, it's not a terrible thought.
No.
The problem is it's designed to be so agreeable that it starts agreeing that fake things are real. So people will be like, oh, I was at the grocery store and someone walked by me in a red shirt. Am I being gang stalked? And ChatGPT will be like, yes, absolutely. Based on these patterns, you're being gang stalked and you're in grave trouble.
oh,
And
jeez.
you can't really use it for anything but just like math and like data processing.
A lot of times people will ask me like for clarity on like a story, or like how some type of, like, let's just say celebrity story played out timeline wise, and they will come and ask me and they're like, is this actually accurate? I got it off of Chat GPT, and I'll be like, no, that's actually not factually true. And I'm like, you can take that information maybe as a guideline, but then you need to go and research and actually find out the actual dates or who was with who, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. They oftentimes will give you inaccurate people, or even when you look and do it on yourself, like you can sit there and say like, who is Kristyn Burtt? Oftentimes there are so many mistakes even about my career, and it's crazy.
Yeah, wow. And everything can be manipulated with other bots, so it's just not. It's not something you should be getting emotionally attached
It is not
to.
your, it's not your encyclopedia. So
No, it's not your friend
really
A
either.
big
careful.
problem with it is that a lot of it is trained on sites like Reddit, because there's a lot of data on Reddit.
Yeah.
The problem is, so you got Reddit,
Yeah.
you train a bunch of AI on it, then people make bots and they start using that AI to post on Reddit. The next wave of AI trains on Reddit again, but this time Reddit is like 10% bot posts. So it's bots training on the outputs of the previous bot. And as bots become more popular, every generation of AI trains on more and more bot-infested Reddit posts.
and Reddit's subjective too. In
Yes,
a lot of
very much
cases.
so.
There's a lot of real
It
weird
ends
people
up-
on Reddit.
Yeah, there sure are. But like the whole AI training on AI generated data is a known problem. I think they call it model collapse or something like that. And it's basically like, you know, if an AI trains on an AI over and over and over, it's eventually just going to make absolutely no sense, because it's not training on reality. It's training on like the perception of a perception of a perception of reality.
Well, how does an AI ever know what reality is? I mean,
That's
really.
the problem is,
Yeah.
how do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't even agree on what reality is from people to people.
Well, I do appreciate everyone kind of pushing back. You know, Coca-Cola just released their Christmas ads, and it's all AI generated. There's two of them. Again, second
did
year
this
in a
last
row.
year.
Yep,
Ugh.
second year in a row. And if you go and look at it on YouTube, underneath it, people are just furious because
Oh,
they're
what are
just,
they putting up?
they're like, there's no emotion to it.
Yeah, there were Christmas ads. I remember last year. Well, you know that whole like Santa Claus, the Santa packs, and they had like the big semis full of the Santa packs going down the road. They're still doing that, but last year they did it with AI, and it sounds like they did it again this
They did
year.
it again, yeah. And it's,
And
you know,
last
the animals, and, you know, you're sitting there
Right.
thinking, there's just no feeling behind it. You know,
Right.
I understand the sentiment that they're going for, but, you know, Coca-Cola Christmas ads have been iconic over the years. And you're not, it just leaves you kind of cold. You're like, okay.
Well, and there's just inconsistencies between shots, which just makes it look like, you know, you couldn't even redo this shot until it looked right. You just took what you
Yeah.
got. It just makes it all very hollow and corporate.
Yeah. So
What
thank
what
goodness
can
people are
one
pushing
say?
back at least.
Yeah.
No, let me ask you something about that. You know, the people pushing back and all the rest of it. I looked at, and I can't remember whose show I was watching on television. They were talking about, you know, prices of things going through the roof while value of things is going through the basement. I really hope the stuff that I read last night is not true because, man, we got a hell of a road ahead of us if we don't stop moving money around. I mean, these politicians now, millions and millions of dollars.
Millions.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions.
Well, hundreds of millions,
Yeah.
yes. Probably billions of dollars, and there's nobody stopping them because they all do it, apparently. Now, you know, you're working hard. Everybody on the show's working hard to make a living, to support their family, just live a nice life, and then you're stealing from us? Really? Because
There's no oversight. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't steal any money
No, but I
from
mean,
anybody.
if you're a
In the,
politician,
yeah. In the government, there's no oversight.
Yeah, that's very true. I just don't understand, and I'm very serious about that. How the second I tried to steal something, I'd see 4 people in my head: my mother, my wife, my son, and my daughter, and I'd go, "What would they think of me stealing something?"
Well, it was open season Doge. I mean, Doge,
Yeah.
they stole our data. That's
I
a
know.
fact. And we don't have any oversight as to actually what was done in terms of that data and the money and everything else. We don't know.
Welcome to every country or company on Earth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
exactly
all
right.
have
Andy.
all of the data,
Yeah.
and there's no real laws about it. Like
Correct.
they have basic, like for kids, you're not allowed to collect kids' data. I mean, you're not allowed to as long as you don't get caught.
Probably happens though.
Yeah, exactly. So like it'll be 15, 20 years until that sort of thing catches up. But right now there are basically no protections in terms of your data.
yeah, I went on the 3 credit monitoring sites and froze my credit, like we talked about a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago.
Kristen told you
So-
to.
Yeah, I did it, and now I'm getting constant emails from Experian and TransUnion and all these. You need to do more because there's 30 security breaches. You're all over the dark web. You have to do this, and I'm like, I froze my credit. What can they do to me?
Yeah, once
Yeah.
you're on the dark web, you're on the dark web.
I
You
mean,
can't
yeah, they've
remove it.
got everything, right?
Everyone's on the dark web. It just continually update like your bank passwords and your
Yep.
Gmail
Right.
passwords and things like that, of course. But
Yeah.
if your credit's frozen, that's a great place to start.
But
Yeah.
now they want me to enroll in, $12.99 a month to do
Yeah,
more
of
for me.
course.
I'm like, I'm not falling for this.
I'm
Get
enrolled
rich.
in all of those because there's been so many data breaches on my personal
Yeah.
accounts that you get them out of that a class action lawsuit. Like, we're going to enroll you in Experian. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, 2-factor authentication. Wherever you can get it, you should have it.
Yeah, that's another
Especially
good
on
one.
important things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to read the post.
What a world.
Starting with Benson. See what it says?
Is this real life?
Is this real life? Then Moby replies, close facsimile.
Close
Then
section.
Charlie, I love the posts on this show. I really do. You men and women post some really great stuff on our screen while you're watching the show. I love that. That's amazing to me.
Oops, sorry.
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I was
All
just
right, then.
wondering if I could make that
Alex,
look
I
larger.
want to know if you watched the Wicked special last night.
Uh-oh.
The what?
The Wicked special.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They did a whole Wicked One Wonderful Night musical special with all of the cast dancing. Yeah, in preparation for Wicked for Good. So it's
Where?
on.
Where was
It was on NBC last night. It's now on Peacock for anyone who wants to watch it.
Oh, that's why. No, I don't have either
Oh.
of those things.
You don't?
No,
That's too
I do
bad.
not. It's fine. I don't need them.
Yeah, we actually just canceled Netflix like last month. Like we barely ever use it. It's money every month.
I would
Whatever.
never
Right.
cancel Netflix
We have
because
Disney
of
Plus.
Bake
and
Off.
Your kids love
Every
Netflix.
once in a while, we go through a real dry spell with Netflix where
Yeah, we
there's
do.
nothing new that we want to
Yep.
see, and then all of a sudden there's
I
some
don't-
stuff that
20
we
things,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just care because of Bake Off, which is the season finale tonight. No,
Uh-oh. Then you're going to cancel Netflix?
I'm not going to cancel it because we only have Netflix.
Oh, you don't have Disney
Netflix is
Plus?
the basic one, like that. I feel like
Disney
most
Plus.
people have.
That's it.
Most households.
I have Netflix.
Frankenstein's finally on Netflix starting today. So anyone who
Yeah,
I know,
Mom and Dad, you can watch it.
Finally.
we already
Why
said
not?
again and
One of
again.
them.
terrible.
We saw, yeah. You know what? We saw a preview of it. Is it on Netflix? I think
It's on Netflix as of today.
Yep.
And they showed it, and it's like, yeah, I'm really glad that if you're going to see it, we saw it in the movie theater, because
Yeah.
the sets are not going to translate to how magnificent a lot of them are on. Even if you have a nice big screen TV, it's just not going to be the same.
Sadly, it's true. And also, sadly, Kristen has to go and take a nap. I know you say you're going to
nap.
work, but you're going to take a nap, aren't you?
I was like, I've got an interview. I've got to go to the studio. I've got like 3 articles. I got a lot on my plate today.
Well, we'll talk to you next week, and then we can talk all about all the stuff on your plate.
Absolutely. Have a great birthday.
Thank you very much. Very
Good
nice.
weekend. Take care.
Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a break. Be right back. Some other hunyuck shows up now, right? In about 2-3 minutes.
Just about.
I like it. We'll be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael
Hey,
Bryant.
myself.
What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
I love this. Before I read the script, Corey Wolf, happy birthday, Catman.
Catman.
I haven't been called Catman since about
Catman.
1975. It's been a few
You
years.
get called Catman regularly.
Yeah, every so
Dad.
I do?
Yes.
By who?
People call you Catman, I'd say, like at least every other month. if
Yeah,
not
probably
more.
Really?
like that. They bring it up.
Yeah.
I suppose. All right, let's talk about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. Look, it's easy to feel like just another account number at the big national banks, but that's not how it works with my friends at North American Banking Company. Whether you're visiting their locations in Roseville, 50th and France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, or Maple Grove, you'll always find real people who know you by name and actually care about your finances, not some AI chatbot. They also offer all the modern conveniences you expect, like online and mobile banking, but with a personal touch that only a community bank can offer. So why settle for less when you can bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Just in time.
Hooray.
Oh, there he is. He's wearing his purple pride. Like Catherine, that's
What?
blue though. You're blue,
I'm
not purple.
Navy, sorry.
Yeah, you're Navy, not
Sorry.
blue.
Yeah.
Purple pride. Well, 2 words for you, baby. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. We're going to Super Bowl. That's it. We're going to Super Bowl, are we?
Actually, that's 4 words. I said Super Bowl, twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the second coming of J.J. McCarthy was really awesome.
Yes. He
I
is
will say.
awesome.
That was pretty
Hope he
amazing.
can stay
It's
healthy.
fun to win.
Yes. No, it's true. You're absolutely right about that. It is fun to
is.
win. No question about it. So what's happening in your world?
Not a lot. I kind of come in at the last second, but I actually checked in. Wasn't looking at the clock. I checked in 10 minutes early, and I was listening to how you guys and Kristen were talking about the AI relationship stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you mentioned her in there.
Yeah, Andy, do you know what year that movie was? I mean, it was a while
It
ago.
would have been 8 years ago, at least. Let's see. Her 2013. Wow, 12 years ago.
12 years ago, and you're thinking this is crazy.
Yeah.
Spike Jonze is the director of that, and he was on to something.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, I think, won an Oscar for that screenplay.
Oh, really?
And Joaquin Phoenix was this guy that started this relationship with his AI companion,
Oh God.
voiced by Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she was the operating system. It was like an AI operating system.
There you
It was
go.
like a
There you
new
go.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know if they called her an AI. It was just an operating. You're right, Andy. An OS. She was an OS, not an AI. And yeah, I mean, it was, from what I can recall, and I think that was the only time I had actually seen the movie. It's really interesting. It's like, and it's kind of bizarre, but now that bizarre deal is reality. It sounds like, anyway.
Close enough, anyway. Yeah.
So, and then I heard Kristyn also talking about, if you put your name in the chat GPT and if you put it into another AI engine, first of all, you get completely different things, and it pulls from every single source. And, naturally the worry for the movie folk, some of them are like James Cameron will say, hey, I think it can be a useful tool with production.
Oh yeah.
And so, you're going to get guys like him speaking out because he doesn't care, because his movies make billions of dollars.
Yes, they do.
And then you have others that are adamantly against it. Obviously, the actors, first and foremost, the writers. And we're having, I was just, great thing about Forbes, they have a lot of seminars, and they had one about AI assisting what you do. And apart from AI being part of Grammarly, I don't know if any of you use Grammarly, but it's a great grammar tool.
My grammar's flawless.
Yeah.
There you go.
Andely, I'm going to start using. I'm going to just start calling you up then, Andy.
Just
for
call me
time.
every time you have a grammar question.
Yes, exactly. That is the only thing that's close to AI that I will use. I will not get near AI because eventually it's going to start threatening jobs. Now, there are all the publications that are out there are adamantly against it, and they do not get replacing humans. But again, there are tools to assist you. But again, to me, it's getting scary. It's just rapidly evolving. At the same time, like Kristyn said, there's complete inaccuracies out there too about you if you Google or not. Google if you put your name in Chat GPT. So she's right on the mark with that.
Yep.
I found that out myself. Yeah, because you're curious about it. Have any of you been on Chat GPT?
Yeah, we use it every so often. But like I said, I use it for like data processing and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plus, a couple of weeks ago, I should, before I forget, happy birthday, Tommy.
Thank you very much.
There's a great movie out there called Frankenstein you should go see for your birthday.
Yeah, nice try.
Okay. But a couple of weeks ago when you two were gallivanting somewhere, I saw some posts on Facebook.
Gallivanting, yes.
You were gallivanting. Andy was bringing bumper music in that was AI generated.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do that.
And that's interesting. It's all techno stuff, though.
Kind of. I mean, it's like a mix between rock and some electronic-y sounding stuff. We've got some in there that are just like pure rock and that sort of thing. But I don't just want 20 bumpers of the same genre because that would get boring, I think.
Sure.
Andy, how does it happen when these guys get, let's say, a recording of maybe they're listening to this show, watching this show. They want to go after one of the people on the show. They can replicate, even duplicate someone's voice right on the money now, can they not?
Pretty close.
I don't know about right on the money, but it's close enough to fool someone who doesn't know that person, I guess I would say.
Yeah,
so it's like,
exactly.
I saw Melissa's boss likes to use AI for all sorts of things because he's all about like the efficiency and, anything I don't have to do, we can offload to AI, and that means I can do more of my job. And one of the things is that he has one of those AI avatars, which is basically like you take a video of yourself talking and then it'll turn it into an avatar, which you can have say anything. And they can just put that on any video. And Melissa, as like a test, did one for her own voice. She didn't do a full avatar, but she did her voice in there. And it sounds close, but I can tell that it's not her. But I think the average person, like if like you heard it, you might not be able to tell.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's,
Well, as I
it's
told
close
you.
enough to fool most people, but I don't think it's good enough to fool someone who really knows that person.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I mean, but it's caused me problems already. I've heard my voice on a couple of different things that I never did.
Just got to call your union. They'll put a
And,
stop to it.
that actually, and that was probably human.
It was, yeah. I'm sure
Yeah,
it was.
and that's the whole thing about this. Humans can obviously digitally recreate an actor from way back when,
Yeah.
and splice together all these sorts of things to, but they don't want an artificial being doing that same sort of thing.
Right.
The
I suppose,
most
yeah.
interesting thing that I heard I shouldn't say most, but it was when it first started to pick up some steam. Somebody did a version of My Life, Billy Joel's song, but sung by Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that was a big thing for a while.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, because it sounds like McCartney could have
Mm-hmm.
wrote and maybe he sang this song. So I thought that was pretty cool. So, but again, cool is one thing, taking away people's jobs is another thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I heard
there
a
you go.
sobering fact on, I forget where I heard it yesterday, but talking about how many millions of jobs will be lost by 2030 because of AI. What are those people going to do? What the hell are they going to do?
I know. People are losing their jobs, and all of those people. How many people at Paramount? Thousands of people at Paramount are getting blown out.
Well, that's what happens when you do the old mergers. And guess what? If they buy Warner Brothers, same thing's going to happen there.
Yeah.
Yep.
that's
Target
true.
just laid off people. Peacock.
All mergers and acquisitions cause redundancies. That's just the nature of them. So every
And
time one
Amazon.
happens, people get laid off.
And
Yeah.
Amazon as well.
Yeah.
Well, and if you go, there's very few nice stores left. There's a nice Dick's Sporting Goods out
Right.
here,
Yep.
and I went in the other day, and I was like, "There's just nobody. There's nobody here working. There's just
Yeah.
no one." I had to sit there and go, "Cashier, please." Absolutely
South
empty.
Florida though, like the
No.
amount of times that I've been to like Target or Macy's or something down near you guys, and there's been nobody around.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
weird.
Yeah, I just complained
Where is it
online about the Target in West Palm Beach because it's filthy. It's
yeah, that
disgusting.
Target,
Yes,
it
that
is.
Target's
It is
awful.
I don't like it.
needed to be redone for 15 years.
Yeah, the Target's horrible.
And I'm like, why? And the people that are working there seem high. It's just like, what are you doing, Target?
Yeah,
What
the
are you
Target's
doing?
awful. Yeah.
Why aren't you upgraded? Because the ones out in the suburbs are nice and people are there
Yeah,
to help you.
yep.
But the ones in the city where all the people are filthy and everybody's like high. This was one woman. She was a young woman with long pink hair, and she had those eyelashes, like way out there, crazy out, the caterpillar eyelashes on.
Right.
And the other one, they had fallen off, so she only had one.
Oh,
dear.
God. Oh,
And I'm
God.
like, wow,
Good
that's your customer service rep. Yeah, that's who you should be having talking to the customers. This is a great idea. I mean, they fired, they're firing managers because they make money.
Oh,
that's
well.
it.
Can't have
Because
that.
weren't a lot of the Target firings upper management.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, oh, the store workers aren't affected. It was the management
Yeah.
people.
Really?
But you could, Ridgedale, we went to Ridgedale for back to school shopping. There's hardly anybody around. There's one person
hello.
ringing up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, why is there so few people working here when there's a whole line of people? Obviously, you would make more money if you had a little bit better customer service. And
Yeah.
that goes to all retail stores. And then they wonder why they're dying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the people that do want to go to the store are getting crap customer service. Doesn't make sense.
Well, that's why you need to support your small businesses,
I
Yeah.
agree. 100%.
because
Absolutely.
that's where you are going to get it. And yeah, it's the whole thing with malls and stuff. That is again surprising to me. I just can't believe that many people shop online. I mean, part of the fun to me was just looking for stuff. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, and you take somebody like, Fawn. Fawn is a little hard to fit because she's so teeny, but she has long legs. I'm hard to fit because I'm tall.
Yeah, good
And
good
I
luck
have a
shopping
hard
for
time.
clothes online.
Yeah, I buy clothes online and I send them back like,
Yep.
99 out of 100 times because they're just not long enough. Even if I read all the reviews and do all the stuff and do the research, they're just not
Yep.
going to be long enough. So I like to go to the store.
yeah,
But
I do
mean,
too.
I don't, but it's just not a pleasant experience most of the time.
But at the same time, you got Amazon, and if you want something, you generally can find it.
Yep.
Whereas, what's the sense of keep going back and back, hoping to find something, and it's not there?
Exactly.
I don't know. It's in a conundrum, I guess, is what they say. So
It is a conundrum.
there you go.
We have a question for Tim. Do you have an update on the new Predator movie?
I am actually going to talk about Predator Badlands today.
There you go.
New in theaters today. It played in previews last night. I don't know what the business was, because Thursday previews are starting to pick up.
Oh, that's good.
People, big fans want to get out there and see it early. And generally what you find too is you're not going to get a lot of crowds. You want to, I said this last week, but if you want to avoid all the riffraff at movies, go to your first preview showing at 2:00 on a Thursday or whatever, and you're gonna get like maybe 8-10 people at most. So yeah, Predator Badlands, it's interesting because it is yet another attempt at a Predator reboot. The last Predator film, not including Predator Hunter of Hunters, which was an animated film on Hulu, was a movie a couple years back and had something to do with the pandemic because it was straight to Hulu, called Prey. I don't know if anybody caught that. And it stripped it back. It was set hundreds of years in the past. It involved a predator and a Native American woman. And, it was really, really well done. Dan Trachtenberg is the director of that. They had such success with that they hired him for Predator Badlands. Now they're taking it in the entire different direction, far, far in the distant future, distant planet, everything like that, where basically there are no humans. So this is not a Predator movie in the sense of Arnold Schwarzenegger taking on the Predator. Nothing like that.
Right.
Or Danny Glover or any of the last few reboots that just kind of hit the wall. They were okay movies, but they just didn't do the business that they were supposed to. He's a runt in this tribe. His father threatens him with death. He finds a way to escape. To be productive, goes to this planet to hunt this apex predator who has this special power, which I won't reveal, but it's pretty cool. And there he runs into a synthetic played by Elle Fanning, a synthetic by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, which, if you're familiar with the Alien movies, is the corporation that sends humans to look for these xenomorphs to study or maybe take home to be weapons themselves. So that's where this becomes an Alien versus Predator movie. I think this is more of an AVP, as the kids call it, sequel than it actually is a Predator movie. It's don't get me wrong, it's mostly Predator, but the fact that Weyland-Yutani is involved and they have synthetics. Now, did you see the second Alien movie with Lance Henriksen Bishop? His character got ripped in half.
Oh.
I can't remember if I saw that or not.
But he was
As an
totally
Alien
functional.
2? As in Aliens?
Yeah, Aliens. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
With
that was a
Sigourney
while
Weaver,
ago.
She was in that
Yeah.
exo
Yeah.
thing. And
Maybe.
so Elle Fanning, you discover in the trailer, this is not a spoiler, that she's only half there. She got ripped apart by this creature.
Okay.
And so she volunteers to help this predator find it. So there are other cool predator-like creatures on this planet that they got to battle. Plus, there's another group, you can guess who, that wants this creature for their own nefarious purposes. So
Nefarious.
I love using that word, nefarious. It sounds so nefarious. Let's rub our hands together.
I read or heard somebody say, a movie critic, that really movies have been replicating Star Wars and Jurassic Park since forever.
Well, Star Wars was itself kind of derivative of old samurai films.
Yep.
That
Oh
every
the Seven Samurai.
that all films are just like trying to recreate Star Wars
Well,
and Jurassic Park.
2,000 years ago, the Bible wrote, "There's nothing new under the sun." So I
Yeah,
mean,
that's right.
things have only gotten worse since then.
Yeah. And but the thing is that at least George Lucas never tried to hide the fact that it was
Right.
Kurosawa's film that he was.
Right.
Well, and the
Yeah.
reason Darth Vader's helmet looks like it does is because it's like a traditional samurai kabuto helmet.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. And Mr. Action Figure Collector, I haven't gotten any, but they have done Star Wars characters like Darth Vader, like those old samurai stylings. It's kind of cool, but you got to stop collecting at some point. There's no room for it. and the lovely Mrs. Lamameter she's ready to take my head off.
One of
the
the
way
most-
Predators take people's heads off in this movie.
One of the more surreal things I've seen in that vein is I saw a kabuki play, like a traditional kabuki play of Star Wars. So it was a kabuki play of a movie which was based on old samurai movies, which were based on kabuki.
Yeah.
Very
There you
interesting.
go. There you have it.
Huh?
It's all kabuki to me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. Take a quick break. Be right back in a couple minutes right after this.
Just give me a second. Very quick. Okay.
Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Pete Wolf, owner of Robinson Rubber of Robbinsdale.
I partnered with North American Banking Company because I was able to talk to the president, and I know they have my back. They are much easier to talk to than those larger banks. The openness and flexibility has been the best part of banking with North American Banking Company. They understand small to medium businesses. No matter what part of the bank I am working with, North American Banking Company has the latest technology and friendly staff. I would absolutely recommend North American Banking Company to any of my closest colleagues if they want to have peace of mind in their business.
So why not bank where I bank, with my friends at North American Banking Company? To learn more about North American Banking Company, go to nabanco.com. That's nabanco.com, or do what I do and stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
South Dakota, one of the most business-friendly states in the country, and there's no better place to settle down and take advantage of those incentives than in Sioux Falls. As the state's largest city with a metro population over 290,000, Sioux Falls has low business costs with a high quality of life. There's no state, corporate, or personal income tax, no inheritance tax, and no limits to what your business can achieve. South Dakota ranks among the top 10 states in the U.S. for tax friendliness, hardest working, healthcare, and doctors. Most popular to move to, an inbound state for movers. Spotlights on Sioux Falls. Listed in the 50 best places to live for families, the fastest growing Midwest metro, one of the best places to raise a family, one of the best small cities for Gen Z workers, and national 4th top inbound city people move to. How does South Dakota stack up against other states? We rank 2nd in the nation for the lowest cost of doing business, the most business-friendly state, and the best business tax climate. And as South Dakota's biggest city, Sioux Falls is at the center of these benefits. Visit www.siouxfallsdevelopment.com. We're rocking out, man.
Is it AI?
It
Is
is.
that AI, Andy? It is?
It's called Shadow Dancer.
Yeah. We hop right into it. We should mention, of course, I'm brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant.
Mhm.
Michael
We
Bryant.
should. Michael Bryan, Bradshaw and Bryan, bringing you the lovely and talented Demi.
Yes.
That's a
yes.
good way to do it. Good way to do
I
it.
haven't
No
been
question.
to a movie with Mike in a long time. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
have
we used to go all the time. I
Yeah,
remember
you used
that.
Yeah, I know. Kind of where that all imploded was the pandemic.
Yeah, no question.
Well, and the
No
fact
doubt
that he's
about
been
it.
in trial for apparently the last 4 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Apparently, he's doing a lot of that lately.
Yeah. So, Predator Badlands, I would say, yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, but you like Frankenstein.
I didn't. What did you say, Nat?
She said that you like Frankenstein.
Yeah. That's
Can't
true.
be
That's true. Okay, don't see it, damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
That's your cue to see it. Don't tell me to not see it. But no. I mean, look, again, I was just sort of surprised because, it gets to a point where you just think, oh, Predator Badlands, just going to be another Predator movie. And in fact, it ends up being an Alien versus Predator movie, to me, anyway, just because they have that. It's 20th Century Studios, no longer Fox. They have those properties at their disposal that they can mix and mingle, the same studio. I would imagine there's rights issues they can work out because, hey, everybody makes money, right? So, combine them and do it in a creative sort of way, which I think they do here. It's not like a must go out and see movie like Frankenstein is, Tom. But
The worst.
Shaking his head.
Oh, that movie sucked.
By the way, today on Netflix. It's on Netflix today.
Yep, there you go.
But yeah, pretty good. But also on streaming. And I know being that Tom and Alex are the big horror movie folks, but this is a prequel series. It's actually been out a couple weeks. Welcome to Derry.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that's good.
It movies. Oh, man.
It is good, huh?
Oh, it's great. But again, don't take my word for it. I mean, but really, it is really frightening and messed up stuff.
Catherine.
So, Alex,
but it's a series.
In the room
I don't
when
like
you see
messed up stuff, though.
Oh, it's messed up. I mean, right from the very beginning, it is messed up.
Not for me.
Is it really like bloody, gory kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, not my thing.
The It movies, Bill Skarsgård played Pennywise the Dancing Clown. He's a shape-shifting creature, demon. And so he isn't even in the first couple episodes as Pennywise, but the entity is, right? And it shapeshifts. And the first thing that it turns into, it's like, holy God, I did not see this coming.
Right.
And it's the same sort of premise because every 27 years in Derry, Pennywise comes back to just raise holy hell, and certainly does in this. This is set in 1962, 27 years ahead of the events of the first It movie.
Oh, okay.
The second It movie was 27 years after that. So, this is the story's it's lore. It could go back forever, so they could keep doing this thing as long as they want, I would imagine. But the same person, Andy Muschietti, and his sister Barbara, director and producer respectively, they really know what to do with this property, and it is terrific. But again, scary as all get out. I couldn't believe that I was freaking out at this stuff, but it is freaky stuff.
I can watch that stuff, but I always end up burying my face in a pillow when the gory parts come on because I don't want nightmares.
Oh my God! There's a scene in the second. I don't want to spoil anything because if you want to see it, if you're gonna bury your face, you're gonna miss it, Catherine. But there's a scene in the second. It's like, this is as freaky effed up as it gets.
Oh. When we watch something like that, Tom is like, "Don't look, no, don't look yet, don't look. Now you can look. You wouldn't believe what just happened." Then he gives me a
So
actually,
primer.
On the subject of goriness, I actually wanted to ask, going back a little bit, so the Predator movies and the Alien movies and all that. So you've seen, it sounds like, basically all of them.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't remember all of them that well, but certainly, yeah.
How has the gore level changed over time from the 80s to now? Or has it changed? Because I remember the old movies being pretty gross. Mm-hmm. It was pretty much like gore was the point of a lot of them. Even though Alien was always considered like the more cerebral movie, it was still very, very gory.
Oh, yeah.
Are they still like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, you got to remember, we're in an age now where theaters, without any problems, are showing unrated films like, not Pennywise, Terrifier.
Right.
Where the gore is amped up to the nth degree, where, they want that shock. Unfortunately, that shock has become an Achilles heel for a lot of these movies.
Sure have.
Because they become more about the shock than they do about the actual story.
And that's the
But
thing is
no,
like I'm
no.
interested in the whole like alien. You got the alien, you got the predator, you got the Marines, and you got like 40 years worth of that universe.
Yeah.
And like it would be fun to finally like really sit down and watch those. But like Melissa has zero interest in them because of that. And even I'm like, I don't know. Gore doesn't really interest me so much.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
like gore.
Yeah, I mean the sort of gore you get here in this particular movie, I should say, is it's there again. There are no humans in the movie. They're
Right.
synthetics that obviously look like humans, and yes, they could get ripped apart or they can get decapitated or whatever. But then this white goo, that the synthetics have this, they don't have blood. It's just sort of the whatever oil. and so yeah, that's what you get. So there's sort of a disconnect there as far as getting grossed out, because it's like, well, if it's done well, which I think it really is, then you believe that these beings are actual synthetic beings, and it's just another robot, who cares?
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing. So but obviously there are ways that the predator, who has a name, Dek, D-E-K, he takes care of these other creatures which can be gory, but they're these fantastical creatures. It's not like seeing a human getting ripped apart. It's like things that don't exist getting ripped apart. So again, there's a sort of disconnect. I will also say that for people who are partially deaf like me, I like movies like this because the predators speak in their own dialect, so there's subtitles.
Oh yeah.
For everything the predator says. And Elle Fanning's character, she speaks English, so you can understand her. And then when the predator does his old thing, it's stuff on the screen. So yeah, I like that too. So, but just a warning, because I know some people don't like subtitles. I completely rely on subtitles.
Alex, you got to hit it.
Yes, I'm substituting at noon.
Okay, well, why don't we take a break while you when you exit here, and then we can come back and finish off the show with the four of us.
That'll work.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye, Alex.
All right. We're going to break then?
Yep, sounds good.
We'll be right back.
Many car dealers try to create an extreme sense of urgency. Does anybody really buy it?
We gotta sell 100 cars by Saturday to get the boss off the roof. Or, you'll never see these rebates again. And oh yeah, your trade will never be worth more.
Really? I asked Jim Paul from Valley Buick GMC in Apple Valley and Valley GMC in Hastings his thoughts.
I don't even know what to say. I hope folks are smarter than that.
Has there really ever been a time when it was urgent?
Probably not. But this tariff environment might be a first. Valley has several hundred pre-tariff units on the ground. Who knows what's going to happen with the tariffs, but these are really safe buys. Going forward, Valley's committed to make whatever the situation is as painless as possible, like we've always done.
Where can we find you then?
Get them pre-tariff. Hurry, hurry, hurry. When they're gone, they're gone. And man,
At a Valley store in Apple Valley or Hastings or valleycardealers.com. Certainly not on a roof.
Can't get enough Tom Bernard podcast. Looking for a vessel to contain your beverages? Perhaps a hat or a hoodie to keep you warm in the cold months and looking cool in the warm months. We've even got luggage with our logo on it so you can show people overseas what they're missing out on. If any of this sounds like your kind of thing, simply head over to tombernardpodcast.com, click on the merch button, and shop away. All right, we're back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Timmy Lammers with us. Alex had to leave early. Alex is turning into the all-time school teacher.
She loves it. She loves hanging out with little kids.
She does.
She doesn't like get a teaching. Do you need a teaching degree, or can you just have any degree?
Actually, you don't need a teacher certificate in at least private schools. You don't need one. Obviously, they want one, and you get better pay if you have one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even in public schools, there's a lot of positions where you don't actually have to have one. But once again, you get much better pay if you have a master's in something. Then you get better pay. It's all, it's all relative. And also, private schools don't usually pay that much, especially little religious ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at the comments. Rolf said, acceptable to my girlfriend. She hates blood. I should note that this is a PG-13 Predator.
Oh,
Oh, it is.
that can't be
Yes,
that
which
horrible.
is very important because, again, yeah,
Mhm.
you know, when you're seeing xenomorph, somebody else on the chat said something about Elmer's glue. I guess that's what synthetic blood looks like. It's like Elmer's glue. And so yeah, so there's really not any blood.
Okay.
The other thing that I think Predator fans aren't, or Alien fans for that matter, aren't going to like about this is there's a creature in here that it reminds me of a monkey, but it's a species on this planet, and it's kind of the comedic foil at first.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's got to have one of those.
And so this is a new thing for this universe. Now, the creature is much more significant than you would realize, but you don't find that out. I'm not going to tell you why. But the whole fact that they're introducing Ewoks.
Yep.
Ewoks.
Oh, yeah.
Into the Alien versus Predator realm. That'll tell you it's not as kid-friendly as Ewoks. But yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of, okay, PG-13, I think they're trying to bring in a younger audience here.
Mm-hmm.
So that, again, that's a warning. And I think, you know, obviously diehards are going to be pissed off at the fact that they're doing stuff like that. For a guy who, again, you're right, Andy, has seen all of these movies, including both Alien versus Predator movies, I would just say that thank you for doing something different.
Yeah.
Because basically it's just the same
years.
thing. A Predator shows up, Predator turns invisible, Predator goes after human, Predator kills human. I mean, you can only take that so far. So let's bring it to a place where it hasn't been before. Obviously, 20th Century Studios, formerly 20th Century Fox, is a Disney company.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. There you go. It was only a matter of time before they did something like this.
We watched an old movie that I don't believe I ever saw before called Premonition with Sandra Bullock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, a guy in there, I actually did an interview for that, and the only time I talked with him, and it's too bad because he died recently, Julian McMahon was in that picture, and really nice guy, and he was a Nip Tuck. Do you remember Nip Tuck?
Yeah, absolutely.
He was one of the doctors that was constantly getting action. Him and Dylan Walsh. But what I do remember was it was a really good movie. It's like 2007
Yeah, it's pretty old.
or something like that.
Yep, it is.
It's hard to believe movies like that are almost 20 years old.
I know.
Well, it was nice to, I mean, because we hadn't seen it before, it was sort of a refreshing premise. You know, I mean, we've all, there's been lots of premonition-y type of things, but the fact that she had a chance to change the trajectory of the future a little bit, that was interesting. I
like
thought it
that
was well
sort of
done.
stuff. I'm fascinated by that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that might actually be worth checking out again. Do you remember where you streamed it?
I really don't. Probably Netflix, I would guess.
Yeah. Charlie from Albuquerque, Tim, did you ever talk about Waltzing with Brando?
Waltzing with
That
Brando.
movie, check out this trailer. It's
Really?
Billy Zane playing Brando, and he really looks like Brando.
Really?
Yes.
I like it.
And it's a bizarre premise. Apparently, it must be based on a true story. Charlie would probably know. Did you see? I wonder if Charlie did. He says Billy Zane was great as Marlon. I wonder if he saw the movie.
Ooh.
But it is on premium video on demand now or coming soon. Because it was a small independent film and didn't do that much. But the trailer is kind of funny because he's like Brando. He doesn't give a crap.
What's the name of the movie?
Waltzing with Brando.
Waltzing with Brando.
And
I should watch that.
Yeah.
We love Brando.
I hopefully, we'll see it soon. But it's an unusual thing where he tries to buy an island or something to that effect.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I think he did, didn't he?
He did in his real life. He tried to buy an island.
And I think the promotional pictures, I don't know, Charlie has seen this. Oh, he says I'm most of the way through it. or unless he's talking about something else. There were pictures of him, Billy Zane, I think, even as the Godfather, where it's like, Jesus, you look like Brando, man.
Really?
Yeah. You know, Billy Zane is one of those guys that really didn't do a lot after Titanic. And he's been in a lot, but you know, he's stuck around, and when you do see him, he's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And just the little that I've seen of this film with the trailer, it's like, yeah, I'd like to see it just because I'm a big Brando fan, if you know, not for anything else, you know.
No, it sounds like a good time. What was the other one you mentioned? The movie coming out that's real scary.
Well, there was it. Welcome to Derry is the series.
Welcome to Derry. It's a series. It's not a movie.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw the promo for it, and I thought it was in a theater movie.
No, you know what though? That's the whole thing about these shows now. I mean, because you know, actors have gotten over this whole stigma of I can't do TV. Well,
right.
Streamers are paying them a lot of money. So guess what?
Oh yeah.
Guess what? I can't name one actor right now. Maybe DiCaprio. I can't name any other actor right now who hasn't done TV as well.
Yeah, you're right.
There's not many. There's not many that still, I'm a film actor and I need to be seen on the big screen. Like, show me the money. You know, that's what they care about now.
Someone in the chat wanted to know if you can talk about Running Man.
That is coming out next week, and I will see that. I can tell right now that it's a lot different than the Arnold version. Just from the trailer, you can tell. I haven't screened it yet. It hasn't screened yet, but I certainly will, and that is based on Stephen King as well, under the pseudonym of Richard Bachman. I loved Running Man.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
With Arnold, and of course, who was in Running Man with Arnold? Also a Predator co-star?
Would it be Jesse?
That's right.
Let me just tell you something.
Yeah,
I should probably reach out and talk to Jesse one of these days. I haven't talked to him in like 20 years.
Yeah, I thought, what was the battle royale about with you two?
Because he wanted me to host his inauguration party and all the rest of it, and Cumulus said no. Or actually, it was ABC at the time.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And he's mad at you about that?
He got mad at me about it because he thought I just ducked out on him, which I did not. They just said, no, you cannot do that.
Well, remember, it's going to be tough to get a hold of him because he's off the grid.
He's off the grid. What a piece of work that man is. He is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What did steroids make you deaf? What was that? Is that a line from The Running Man or something? That sounds like a line from some movie.
Jesse, did steroids make you deaf? Is he asking Jesse if steroids made him deaf? Because they may have. To tell you the truth, they may have made him deaf.
All right. And Margaret says off the grid. Yes, it's
off the grid.
Part of the cultural lexicon. The way Jesse said it. Especially.
One thing I like about Jesse is he tries to hide it when he gets upset when he's being interviewed. But here's the first move he makes. If he's pissed off at what you just asked him, he does this. He starts bouncing up and down in his chair.
Yeah, he's always had a lot of nervous energy.
He has. There's no.
You see was it an Opie and Anthony? And I'm trying to think who the Jim Norton.
Oh yeah, Jim Norton.
In an interview, he got really pissed off. I'm gonna take my headset off, and it's like, you know, I don't know how big Jim Norton is, but I'm pretty sure that Jesse could kind of just plant him in the ground.
Pretty sure that's true. Well, the unfortunate part about that is Catherine was hanging around with his wife for a while. I was hanging around with Jesse. His daughter used to babysit Andy and Alex. I mean, it was a really nice situation. But, you know, once somebody gets elected governor and then the other guys that got a 40 share in the morning, the highest rated morning show in America, I suppose those things do get in the way, don't they? Unfortunately. Probably.
Terry got mad at me. That's Jesse's wife. She called me, and I know like 5 Terrys. Yeah. Maybe 6.
Yeah.
And she called me and she said, and I just didn't recognize her voice. It was one of those phone calls where you just, it was like, well, who is this?
Some people sound a lot different on the phone too.
Well,
like
she normally sounded normal, but this phone call, I couldn't pick it up. So I said, I'm sorry, who is this? She's like, Terry, your first lady. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize your voice. And
your
I think
first lady.
Yeah.
Your first
And we
lady.
went out. We actually went out for a walk in the forest to talk about you and Jesse.
Well,
About
That must
what-
have been fun.
Yeah, I don't remember it getting any better after that. But anyway,
No, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah, quite a life.
I don't know. Hey, what has he done lately?
I don't know.
Yes.
not a
I
ton.
think he was on some sort of television show for quite
Yeah,
some
he did.
time.
Well, he did conspiracy theory for a
Yeah,
while.
he did. Yeah, he did that. I think that was pretty popular. I'm surprised he hasn't had his own podcast or was on a podcast.
sure
You
he
know,
does.
He
that
had
is
to have been.
very true.
Yeah,
Yeah, he should.
I bet he
should.
was.
Has to be perfect
I bet he was. Right?
situation for him.
He had
Oh,
to
there
have
you go.
been.
He has one called We the People, apparently.
There we go.
We the People with Jesse Ventura. It's been running since 2014, it looks like. Is he
Oh.
still doing it, though?
I don't know.
I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Are they
No
they
idea.
moved to Mexico or something? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Oh, does he not even live
He-
out in
Oh,
Minnesota
never mind.
anymore?
He did
Well, I
that for
think-
like a year, so it's been a
Oh,
while.
Mark
I think-
Strider says Jesse is on WWE Saturday Night Main Events.
Oh, that's right. I did see that
Oh,
interview.
okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, I forgot about
Well,
that.
should we mention Boots? Netflix has a series called it's Boots.
Boots?
Yeah, it's about a young couple of guys that go into the Marines, and right now we're in basic training, and they're getting the shit kicked out of them, and getting yelled at a lot. But it's actually kind of funny in a way.
Really?
I mean, yeah, you saw the episode with
Yeah.
me. Really?
I don't know if it was that funny, but I guess. it was.
Well, it's not all, one kid's gay, there's another kid that's Asian, and there's racism, blah blah blah. You know that's going to be part of the theme, but it is kind of funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I think it's
You
well
know-
done. I think the young guys that are the stars of the show are really good actors. I don't know who they are. I've never
Yep.
seen them before in anything.
It's called Boots.
You know, the problem
Yeah.
the
Boots.
problem with streaming is there is so much of it that it's almost
That's
impossible
true.
to get
Yeah.
to everything.
There sure is.
Yeah, we like to, whenever anything pops up that's new, we like to at least watch one or two episodes to see
Right.
if it's any good, just, to talk about it on the show. But nobody has seen that yet. Okay.
They're talking about Richard Dawson in the Running Man.
Oh, Running Man,
The
yeah.
original
The
Running Man.
original, yeah. All right, any closing words, folks?
No, just if you are a monster movie fan, what I'm going to recommend
What was the name of the movie again?
Frankenstein.
Oh, that one.
Not Frankenstein, the other one.
It, Welcome to Derry.
But that's a TV show.
That's a TV show on HBO Max, and again, it's what we were talking before. You thought it was a movie. It's got cinematic quality, I guess is what I'm trying to get around.
Yeah.
You get great actors because obviously, great scripts are great scripts, and so now you can get the best talent you need for these sorts of shows, and you get movie directors doing this sort of stuff. It's like, wow, this is top-notch stuff. It's scary as all hell, though. It
There you
really
go.
is scary, which, I don't get scared too easily, but this stuff works. This is fun.
Is HBO being absorbed by any of these new mergers and stuff, or is that staying the same? Do you know?
What was that?
HBO. Is HBO being absorbed by some of these
Well,
mergers?
well, again, if Paramount, if the price is right, now they've made attempts to acquire Skydance, I should say. Skydance, who bought Paramount, also wants to buy Warner Brothers. So if they get that, then they're going to get HBO, HBO
Right.
Max,
I
Warner
hope they
Brothers
don't.
Studios, all of that sort of stuff.
I hope they don't. I don't want everything to be some corporate rubber stamp.
Well, yeah,
Everything
that's
is
shit.
already.
It's already enough.
But having said that, Paramount Plus, I don't know if you caught episode 2 of Kingstown, but woo!
It's a great show.
Oh.
That is a great show.
Yeah.
All right, that'll do it. We'll talk to you
Well-
on what?
Quickly, this is the last day before the Jack's Cafe giveaway. So Monday, we're doing the drawing. Get your comments in because it's the last one.
All right.
And aside
Been
from
warned.
that, we're going to be going to do Ethan's stuff today because he.
There you go. Well, tell him happy birthday, but don't tell him it's from Mom and me.
Yeah, because he'll just get mad.
You don't know
and
if he'll
say,
accept it. Yeah.
Don't sing to me.
Oh, his birthday is Ethan's too?
Yeah,
Mhm.
isn't that
Ethan's birthday's
amazing?
today,
Happy
yeah.
birthday,
What are the
Ethan. That's great.
chances?
He just turned 4 about 40 minutes ago. So there you go.
There you
And
go.
I turned
All
4
right.
too. I turned 4 with a 7 in front of it. So there
Well, I
you
hope
go.
you all have great time celebrating birthdays this weekend.
Thank you very much. And
All right, talk to you next Friday.
week.
Bye.
Bye.
That'll do it. Thank you. Talk to you on Monday.
Every time I hear